and plurals. Now that's the COPD maintenance treatment that works as
I'm going to tell you right now, this is from her father, your bunch of lying no good punks, and I know who it's coming from, because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police, because I've traced it. Consequences will never be the same, because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police, because I've traced it. You'll be arrested. End of conversation. Well, guess what? My daughter's not lying, and I'm not gonna put up with any of you people's crap. If you ain't got something nice to say about my daughter, then keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. And any more of your comments and put it on there will be caught and will be bound. You will have to deal with the police, cause you done goofed. Cause you done goofed. Because I've traced it. And you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. Consequences will never be the same because I've traced it. And you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. You'll be arrested. End of conversation.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Your boy blew up on here, and I'm trying to keep it down because it is 2:20 in the morning, but I can't sleep.
I told him I wouldn't reveal my source. He told me, well, then you're hindering your daughter's investigation, and I'm not going to investigate this lead. And to this day, I don't know what they've done, and probably will never know what they've done as far as investigating that lead.
the fact that she feels that we may not have investigated thoroughly enough or followed up on her confidential informants lead, I don't believe to be true. We followed up on the leads, and if she believes that we haven't, it might just be that we haven't filled her in on every single thing we've done.
Almost a full year after Bonnie's murder, the case took an unexpected turn when Karen was contacted by one of Bonnie's college instructors.
Hello? Yes. She really felt that there was this one particular student that may have been involved in the murder.
According to Karen, the instructor told her that her suspicions stemmed from reading the student's class journal, the references he made to the date of Bonnie's murder, September 28th. Karen believes certain entries in the journal could be significant.
His journal was incredibly violent, filled with anger, and there was 2 incidents where he specifically said that September 28th was going to be a very tough day, that he was going to be put to a test.
The instructor told Karen that on the date Bonnie was murdered, the student in question was absent.
I'm sorry, I just spoke too loud.
There was supposed to be papers handed in that day, and that student brought it to the teacher later on in the afternoon. He was wet, like he had just gotten out of a shower, and she said it smelled like he had just poured a whole bottle of cologne on himself. After the murder, his journal became more peaceful. There wasn't the anger, but he knew that there was a student that had just died, and there was no references to Bonnie's murder.
Detectives investigated the student, but soon ruled him out as a suspect.
DNA evidence recovered from the body at the scene from the student at the college.
I immediately told him that didn't seem right to rule him out because of DNA, because there could have been more than one person. There was two people. It didn't have to be his DNA.
Karen did some sleuthing of her own and uncovered more disturbing information.
The particular student did have a assault charge against him, and he'd been bailed. He had been involved in another murder.
I found it very surprising when I saw the bail slip who bailed the student, the potential suspect, out of jail. The student and several other of his friends were involved in a fatal shooting here several years ago. It doesn't sound like the type of group that the student who's up and up would have been involved with.
I do believe that he could have been the murderer, and I'll probably never rule him out.
Despite their disagreements, both Karen and investigators do agree on one thing. The key to this mystery might rest with Bonnie's routine.
A young lady who was a neighbor of hers, who was a paper delivery type person, saw her around 5:20 walking down her street. Another gentleman who had seen Bonnie a couple of days prior in the area of the bus stop saw her again that morning. And that was about the last time that we had a confirmation of anybody definitively seeing Bonnie alive. Was around 6:20 that morning.
Could someone have been lying in wait for Bonnie Craig? One neighbor reported seeing an unknown car idling in front of Bonnie's.
What up,
home
one
that
viewer?
morning. And an anonymous caller to the police Crime Stoppers line claimed to have seen Bonnie that morning at the bus stop, talking to two men in a vehicle. Karen Campbell and ties in everything
Thank
she
you,
has to keep the
Espiritu
investigation alive.
Until the
Santa
it
7
just keeps going through your head that somebody else's
Santa.
child that murdered Nate also. So
Yeah, I'm doing good.
crime is solved. You
I
can't
just
give up.
been having trouble sleeping. I'm up late tonight.
The sausage egg biscuit is perfect. Now it comes with hot Philly sauce. I stand corrected.
I'm actually watching Unsolved Mysteries. I think I'm gonna go out for a smoke. That means I gotta get up, get dressed, go out for the smoke. Did you ever watch Cheaters? Laughing my ass off. I watched some of that back in the day. I haven't watched the episode for a while though. But I have watched that show before and I thought it was pretty funny.
A bitter argument erupts on the streets of Covington, Kentucky. Diane Washer and her husband Jenny are at it again. A night of drinking has inflamed their already turbulent relationship.
Diane Washington, Judy Washington, that evening was fighting over money and fighting over the fact that she had just received a $10,000 SSI settlement due to her bad back. As he approached her, they got into an argument. She struck him with the phone, payphone, called 911.
Dude got stabbed. Damn, nah, I didn't see that one.
They offered Diane Washington a ride. She refused, walked her down the street. And as they was the last one to see her alive.
Diane inexplicably disappears. Police immediately turn a suspicious eye on her husband Jimmy.
Jimmy Warshaw was my number one suspect. Primarily because he hadn't reported him. And I had asked Mr. Warshaw if he would consent to taking a polygraph with his wife. Yes. The cause of death of Diane Warshaw. No. The test was ruled inconclusive. Some of what he was answering was truthful, some wasn't. But there wasn't enough credibility to his answers to totally erase Mr. Warshaw as a suspect.
The investigation into Diane's disappearance reaches a dead end. Her case is relegated among the many unsolved missing person cases on file in Kentucky's police departments. 3 years pass. Outside of Covington, sheriff's deputies searching for an illegal marijuana field make a grisly discovery. A partially crushed human skull, 7 other gold fragments are strewn throughout the field. Whose bones are they? How did they get there? For the answers, the Covington police look to Dr. Emily Craig. She is one of the foremost experts in forensic anthropology, the science of identifying even the most badly decomposed human remains. When the dead hold the key to a perplexing crime, Dr. Craig is often called upon to unravel the evidence.
I was able to determine that the bones, the end of the long bone still had some remnants of soft tissue, and the bones had kind of a greasy feel, which indicates the postmortem interval really hasn't been that many years. And my initial estimate of the time since death was between 12 to 36 months. Once I got a good grasp of the crime scene and could see what a complex problem we had, we decided to set up an additional search and recruit anthropology students from the area.
Yeah, I'm almost to 50 subscribers on Your Boy Blue, so I'll be able to go live and hand out wrenches. What up, Lady Mistress? You go to bed. I'm not even tired.
The stream is littered with the bones of dozens of animals. Still, the search team was able to distinguish a total of 17 human bones alone.
There, if you smell black pepper, it helps. Black pepper, okay.
The sex, she was female. The race, she was white. I was able to get a good estimate of the height. Was a little over 5 feet tall.
You sound tired as fuck. Well, I'm actually trying to keep my voice down. Not trying to be too loud. It's the middle of the night.
One particular bone that was intriguing, and that was a bone from the lower back. This particular bone showed a lot more arthritis, some bony ripping changes that were just not consistent with the rest of the skeleton. So I was able to offer an opinion that this individual suffered from back pain.
From the missing persons file.
But yeah, I'm not even tired at all.
Craig had a son. It was Diane Marshall, Covington woman who disappeared 3 years earlier. Her mother shortly before she vanished, she injured her back in a traffic cone.
When they called me and said they found the remains of my mom, I totally went into shock. I mean, I kind of knew she was dead by that point. But like I said, I carried on hope. It did give me some sort of relief to know that my mother was dead and being able to bury her was great. It did help a lot.
Dr. Craig's findings sparked new public awareness of Diane's case. As police hoped, an informant stepped forward. But to their surprise, he did not finger their prime suspect, Diane's husband, Jimmy. Instead, he said a local housepainter, Larry Freeman, was responsible for Diane's death.
This guy works right here.
When police brought in Larry Freeman for questioning, he confessed. He said he and Diane had gotten drunk together and they went joyriding. While driving, he lost control of his car. Diane was ejected from the passenger's door.
When the vehicle finally came to a stop, he ran back to her, saw that her hair was blood-soaked, and realized he had probably killed her. It was at that point that he took her down to an area where he was raised, where he felt comfortable, and threw her into the creek.
Larry Freeman was convicted of manslaughter and is now serving a 20-year sentence. The mystery is one of hundreds Dr. Craig has helped solve. But despite her expertise, other cases remain too difficult to crack. Perhaps you can help Dr. Craig piece together one of the most perplexing of her career. It began when 2 teenagers were returning from exploring caves in Barron County, Kentucky.
Start taking magnesium.
They discovered fragments of a human skull. The county
Would help me sleep. Because I'm completely off my Zyprexa now. I was down to 5 milligrams, but I stopped taking it completely.
Dr. Craig, I think I found the skull.
Ultimately, we were able to recover almost the entire skeleton. The skull is the best indicator of race and sex. You look at the brow ridge, you look at the nose, you look at the chin, the cheeks, just the general shape.
Dr. Craig's analysis of the skull would later determine that the victim was a white female in her early 40s. And cut marks on one of the bones indicated she may have been stabbed.
Okay, well, let's start collecting this. Ready for it?
Sure.
Left Tennessee, sneaker.
All right then, Lady Mistress, good night.
That red stuff, you know, it looks like a denim. Red jeans.
Dr. Craig hoped that the victim's clothes would be an additional clue. She hoped they might match the clothes indicated in one of the local police's missing persons files.
When I got these remains back to the lab, I was able to do a very detailed study, and within a very short time, I found 80 files that almost exactly matched. Age, race, sex, height, time since death were indicative, but absolutely positive for the fact that this victim was wearing red jeans, white tennis shoes, and a button-down blouse.
The file was that of 42-year-old Nancy Gaddis. Before she disappeared, she had lost custody of her 5 children in a bitter divorce. Heartbroken, she had come to Kentucky seeking a fresh start. Nancy had vanished on a September night 2 years earlier after her car had broken down in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
She was running from traveling I-65 north to meet a male friend of hers in the Indianapolis, Indiana area. We did a lot of background check on this individual. We was able to verify that
What up, Stu?
he was not possible that he would be a suspect as far as this case is
The hillside where Nancy's remains were found was 30 miles from where she was last seen. The
Melatonin, yeah.
I believe only someone familiar with this area of Kentucky would choose to place her body.
Identifying the victim is the
Damn,
first
don't
step in
cold
solving
turkey
crime.
it.
We've done this first step. Now we have to find out.
Well, I was taking 30 milligrams of Zyprexa, but it was making me sleep for 12 hours. And that's not healthy to sleep too much like that. So my doctor put me on Risperidone and Doxepin and slowly got me off of the Zyprexa, kept lowering the dosage until I was only taking, I was biting a 10 milligram tablet in half.
Now it comes the hot honey sauce.
Sometimes it wasn't totally accurate, totally half. Sometimes it was like a little bit more, a little bit less than 5 milligrams. Yes. But no, I'm completely off of the Zyprexa now, and now I need to get off of the Risperidone. Risperidone. Risperdal.
Oh my gosh, getting tender.
Smoky, leafy. Pepperoni is slow cooked for 2.5 hours. Yes! $3 treat the best to the best. Pepperoni.
The pepperoni, side of gravy.
Of course, ma'am.
I'm gonna have to check that out still. But you were on Risperidone a while back, made me anxious. Yeah, well, I'm already on haloperidol. I take that 3 times a day. That's my main antipsychotic. But I take the Risperidol and Doxepin to help me sleep. But I'm supposed to get off of those. At least get off the Risperidol. So I'm still on 2 milligram tablets twice daily, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. But starting next month, I'm probably going to cut back to 1 tablet a day.
Nancy does seem to have it all. In addition to being a mother of 3 children, Nancy ran a thriving coffee business in Vanderbilt, California.
Try drinking more milk. That is a good old trick.
Despite Nancy's hectic lifestyle, her beloved dog Mia was never far from her side. She'd acquired the yellow lab as a puppy.
A friend of mine saw the dogs and called me, and Mia was the first dog that ran up to me. At the time, I didn't know her.
Get you some black cherry juice.
Until she came up to me and I fell in love with her instantly.
Yes, he was such a cute dog.
Nancy's mornings were spent running the coffee house. But about 1 o'clock,
Having trouble falling asleep. Yeah, I'm not tired at all.
I went back home, and when I got
couch and take a nap before I have to pick up my daughter from school. So I can recharge my batteries for the rest of the day.
Then one afternoon, out of the blue, Mia began acting strangely.
Tried everything trying to get off benzos.
And because she was 8 months pregnant, I thought maybe she was kind of wigging out, or maybe smelled food from the job joint.
I used to have a problem with Xanax.
But Mia was persistent. The following evening, as Nancy was struggling to fall asleep, Mia began tugging at the bed cover.
She started biting my shirt away like a dog bites fleas. Little tiny nibbles was trying to pull my shirt away from my body. I was starting to get upset with her.
Desperate for her much-needed sleep, Nancy banished Mia to the backyard. The following day, during Nancy's afternoon break, Mia repeated the same behavior. But this time, Nancy finally received Mia's apparent message.
Mia jumped up on my lap while I was sitting up and dove with her nose into my chest. And the force of the pressure of her nose made me rub it because it hurt. And when I rubbed
20
it,
years, damn.
Nancy was stunned to discover a lump in one of her breasts.
I had a negative breast exam by a physician just 4 months prior. There was no cancer in my family. I was 39, went over that for a routine mammogram. So I was thinking this couldn't be cancer, but the lump felt very odd. It was quite large.
Medical tests showed
I'm gonna gear up to go out for a smoke.
Nancy administrated was stage 2 invasive rectal carcinoma, an aggressive form of breast cancer. In the midst of her health concerns, Nancy couldn't help thinking about Mia's unusual recent behavior.
I remember the days prior when she was sniffing and looking at the spot. It was like she was anxious to come in and say, "Would you listen to me?"
When I first heard about Nancy Best's case, I talked to an oncologist at the Mayo Clinic about that. And one of the things that we surmised there was that there was a certain smell that was being secreted. The type of tumor that she had in her breast may have had a certain kind of odor. You have to remember, this kind of breed of dog is actually used for hunting. You know, they have a very sensitive nose.
Nancy underwent a partial mastectomy. Months of chemotherapy and radiation therapy followed. She had been cancer-free since 2000.
The doctor believes that I had this cancer not been detected at this time. Within 6 months, it could have entered my lymph nodes and I would have died.
Needless to say, the experiences forged an even stronger bond between Nancy and her remarkable dog, Mia.
I'm not the kind of person that believes in flying saucers, but I do believe that miracles happen and things happen for a reason. And there's a reason that I got Mia. There was a reason she became part of my life. And I believe that because of her, I'm alive today. And I love her.
It is possible for a dog to slip on an early cancer diagnosis, or there are other unexplained, even more profound life-saving powers a pet can offer its master. Darlene Wormeyer of Spokane, Washington, believes her dog Shadow is the most vital prescription she's ever received.
It was the best medicine that I could ever take. It was a pill for me and miracle.
I was on
In 1991, Darlene was diagnosed with diabetes, which triggered a series of medical setbacks.
that's what sucks though. I was on all types, Xanax, Valium, Clonopin, Ativan. Damn. I was only taking Xanax.
By 2001, she had recovered her speech, struggled with an awkward stutter.
Yeah, I was prescribed Xanax until I was popping them like candy. Then I got arrested when I walked to a friend's house to smoke some weed.
Yeah, they won't let me get Xanax anymore. I black out and wake up and realize I was arrested the day before.
As soon as she returned, Colleen's schedule of appointment was early morning.
He's like, yeah. I know dogs. I know how they can help. They get lots of studies done. So he wrote a written prescription.
So at doctor's orders, Colleen adopted a Schnauzer of her own. And Sharon became a member of her family. The bond between Darlene and Shadow quickly grew. While playing Shadow, Darlene's speech significantly improved, with the most ever done.
We don't fully understand why dogs have such an effect on people. But in Darlene's case, she felt very calmed by the dog. Perhaps, paying attention to the animal petting and the sensory effects of that could be actually just putting her more into a meditative trance.
Have you tried Benadryl for sleep? Yeah, Benadryl helps. I don't have none though. Alright, I gotta be very quiet and go out for a smoke. All right, I'm out on the porch. But yeah, I was after they stopped prescribing me Xanax, I was getting them on the street. For a while there. Just get generic Benadryl way cheaper and get a bunch. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's crazy how fast benzos gets addictive. I could take 20 milligram Klonopin and not feel a thing, just no anxiety. Yeah. I remember, what were they? Blue footballs. The blue football Xanax. The oval shaped footballs. Well, I'm live everywhere right now. Still, I don't know. I guess they're in a different chat. Right now, I'm live on my Facebook page, The Almighty Dark Carnival, JDA, Your Boy Blue, and my Twitch. I don't even remember. I like them all. I like the peaches, tablets. Um, what about you, Stu? Only thing good about Xanax is they kick in fast. They don't last long like Valium or Klonopin. Uh, I figured out YouTube does help me. What's happened when YouTube was down and out the other day? YouTube unsubscribed you from my channel? What? Alright, still. Yeah, I'm almost to 50 subscribers on Your Boy Blue. Yeah, 40 subs now. Cool, still. We're about tied then because I got 41 or 42, unless someone else unsubscribed. I did have 42, and I have 41. Not sure what it's at now. If I want to go check, it would kick me out. My Good Morning Smoke still has age restriction on it. Ah, Mr. Happy, okay. I've been talking to you the whole time. Or Mr. Have Not back in the day, yeah. I didn't even know that was you, man. Espirito Santo is Spanish for Holy Spirit or Holy Ghost. That's what's up. We used to get drunk as fuck with Colton Grundy Had Mickey's all the time. I had Mickey's all the time. Oh yeah. Want to be 2 years sober now? Good for you, man. I had went 52 days since New Year's until this past Saturday. Um, I was doing so good, but then I relapsed. It's hard for the first year, yeah. Yeah, well, I have a tendency of doing that. The longest I went was like 8 or 9 months without drinking a beer. I actually had this chick who was giving me an allowance for staying sober. She was giving me money every week. And well, I fucked that all up by drinking. Yeah. I mean, this chick had the extra money and she would just give it to me. And instead of buying beer, I'd buy things like CDs or other things I needed. Stuff for my kids. Remember that girl who had cirrhosis and was always in the hospital? Who? Frankie? What was her last name? Frankie. That chick. No, it wasn't the Irish chick. Oh, okay. Well, who is the chick who has cirrhosis then? I can't remember. Frances Healy. That's the Irish chick. Lady Mistress? Nah, Lady Mistress is still kind of too new. If he's talking about back in the day. Fucking cigar went out again. Yeah, this was like 5 years ago. Yeah, things were a lot fresher back in the day. We had Warlord, Ninja with a Pencil, Tonic. Yeah. You were the one who put them on too. Yeah, they basically all hung out on my channel. Tonic, he got his start on my channel. I know that. And now he does his own thing, kind of popular. But he got to start with me. Put them out. Yeah, got them started, put them out there. I was always showing my mushrooms. Yeah, you were. Sugar Bear, yeah. I remember him. Hold on, Sugar Bear was a girl? I might be thinking of a different Sugar Bear then. Didn't you go to the gathering with her and her boyfriend? I forget his name. No. I went to the gathering with Let B and her husband Bob.
At first investigation, Lynn's blood alcohol content was from 2 times, 2.5 times a legal limit, driving to Washington DC. That fact, coupled with the discovery of a cigarette, seemed to indicate that Lynn Amos had been smoking in bed. Lynn's friends and family rejected that scenario.
Well, Lynn didn't smoke. I smoked until recently. You're a closet smoker, and you certainly smoke with your friends who smoke. There were no dirty ashtrays in the house, and matches, and cigarette packs. There was no evidence that she was smoking in the house.
Even on an antidepressant, I was vaccinated. I thought I was missing out on the ones around me. So, Cefrexalti could provide for births. 3 less depression and don't even little things.
She was friends with Dora. Oh, okay.
High blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Weight gain, increased cholesterol, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur.
Could a birth count for you build on your progress?
Ask your doctor about adding Rexulti.
Within a few days, the police had to rethink their initial assumption. When insurance investigators came to the house, they found the presence of excisions on the mattress, floor, and pillow. They concluded the fire had been deliberately set.
Insurance investigators report showed that there was a combination of kerosene, gasoline, and different. And the doctor has told me that her burns were consistent with burns from a fire that wasn't solar. He told me at the hospital that he couldn't believe that only she and David. He said she looked like the result of a house having been burned right.
Lynn Amos hung on for 10 days, barely conscious and unable to speak. On December 21st, 1995, she passed away. A month later, the cause of death was officially listed as homicide. But who would want Lynn Amos dead? And why? He seemed an unlikely target, friend, no known enemy. But Lynn Amos apparently did have her secrets. In the weeks before she died, she abruptly stopped talking to her friends about her job. When pressed, she refused to elaborate. For those who knew her best, voted for Lynn's murder and woman. Lynn Amos had moved to Washington in August of 1995, taking a position in the management consulting firm.
Damn, homie.
She made frequent trips to Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not friends with Dora anymore. She turned on me.
Less than a month before the fight, Lynn had lunch with her close friend Emily Smith, who offered the first indication she was sitting on top of a bombshell.
I realized when we were having lunch that I didn't know what she was working on. And that was unusual because we talked about what we would like to do sort of similar types things. So we got work. Well, if you're working on
this project for the Mexican equivalent of the Federal Reserve. What are you doing? I'm in charge of examining credentials. That's very bad records.
Didn't you have a lady in Mexico? I did. I was talking to this chick in Mexico before. We kind of stopped talking now. We're still friends on Facebook.
Day before the fight, Lynn once again hinted to Frank that she was
We just don't really interact with one another.
How are things at the office? Are you still?
Yeah. I've seen some dangerous things in it.
He, at the time, thought it was gangster comments. It wasn't the kind of dangerous, the way she said it. In other words, she didn't mean, I'm feeling a little dangerous in my comfortable where I'm living, I'm living in a safe neighborhood. It wasn't that kind of dangerous. She definitely meant to me that she was being really some dangerous things in what she was doing.
I'm purely speculating here, but it's possible that she bumped into a loan having to do with drug money.
Stu Rep talks mad shit on you over at Custom and Unbreaded. Why do I believe that?
The last time anyone spoke to Lynn Amos was at 10 o'clock that night.
Do you know that she called her office, confirmed that she was gonna be late for work next day? So we know Lynn was at home, lucid, completely fine, had a 30-minute conversation at 10 o'clock at night. At 10:30, we then don't know what happened.
When we first told our attorney how Lynn was killed, his first statement was, that's the professional view.
Our detective who came to the scene said that it had all the indications that this was a controlled fire. That somebody was there making sure that this fire.
I have no idea. I got a big fat Moo kitty cat in my room now.
Killer broke into the townhouse.
Moo.
Because there were no signs of forced entry, he may have had a key.
I tell you, useless.
The intruder, you then forced Lynn to swallow enough alcohol to render her unconscious.
To achieve the level of alcohol that she was found with, it takes between 9 and 14 glass drinks in an hour for a woman her size, which is almost impossible to consume. That means you have a new drink every 4 to 7 minutes.
According to the scenario, the intruder then set about making Lynn's death look like an accident.
What was done to Lynn is so horrible. I really do not have the words to describe it. Lynn was just a great time. She was really fun. She loved life. And people should not be allowed to get away with that.
It's interesting to note, Lynn Amos never completed her report on the Mexican banks. Lynn's former employer declined to appear on camera for this segment. In the letter to Unsolved Mysteries, he wrote, "We are troubled by the same questions being asked by investigators. We can only hope that forensic science will provide some answers."
Are you still cool with Custom and Stone? Not really.
Says he hit the letter reject button from an unlikely source. And later, the small town faces unspeakable tragedy. A deranged ex-cop and his wife seize control of the local elementary school. You're 12 on a lot of things. You don't have to be a tire expert too. GMC certified service technicians are factory trained to fit your vehicle with the tires specifically developed for it. And with our tire price match guarantee, you get the best fit for the best deal. Information is endless, but your day is not. Let us do the work.
Want a new car? You need WeatherTech. Perhaps a nice used car. You need WeatherTech. Or maybe you're still driving Old Faithful. You need WeatherTech. No matter the age of your vehicle, American-made WeatherTech products are the solution. These masses don't care what your vehicle is. See? We do need WeatherTech. Order your American-made protection at WT.com.
Meet Sam's Oaks in the Northwest New York. The woman farm, living ground, now they will start big business. Sam built you just about everything a man could do. Till the morning, January 16th, 1998. Nobody who witnessed that could have imagined that Sam survived. Sam proved them wrong. But above all else, Sam Oaks is a survivor. Very definition of resilience. It was 1941. Sam was 12 years old, traveling on the Barstow his whole life. As others, 12 Jews were sent to the camp, later in concentration. Sam was one of the lucky. He survived the Holocaust. But tragic, the time he was liberated, Sam had lost his entire family. After the war, Sam moved to New York City, married, and 5 children. Then in 1986, he suffered another devastating blow. His only son, Barry, the pride of the family, died of cancer, shortly 27. For Sam and his wife Janice, the heartbreak of losing their only son was almost too much to bear.
He was wonderful. The loving family. He was worried by the younger sisters. He was protected. And he loved his husband. He loved him well.
Got alcohol poisoning, damn.
My brother was the good sheep and spirit of my family. My brother was always trying to make everyone happy.
Although Barry was gone, the spirit and memories served to hold the family together. By 1991, it seemed the worst was behind them. Then came the day of Sam's exit. All things considered, Sam came through in pretty good shape. Sprained neck, broken ribs, single car failure. After 2 weeks in the hospital, Sam was ready to go.
They turned on you because of me.
I was after laying in bed and saying my prayer quietly. But this time, I felt like an arm touched me. And I stunned at the moment. And as I looked, I saw a sight of my son, like he was in Scout. I couldn't believe it. I thought he came back to me. I thought God gave a new life.
Interesting. What can a profound silent exchange with the spirit of his deceased son? The spell was abruptly broken. Another patient began to chat about this big one.
And Sam, what day is today? $9 day. What's that? They call it super lotto. $1 today, Sam. Then Barry disappeared. I thought there was a sign, and I had to play the lotto because he moved me towards it. He told me to play in a certain way.
That afternoon, Sam came home from the hospital. His wife and daughters tried to keep him calm. All Sam cared about, buying his lottery.
Thank you. But first of all, do me a favor. The first thing you do, I want you to go up to my room. The top drawer in my bureau, there's money in it. Take it out and bring it down here. I want you to buy lottery tickets with me.
Lottery tickets for what?
Yes, because Barry came to me in the hospital and he said, buy tickets to the lottery. It's a $90 million lottery.
When my dad came home from the hospital, he was really insistent that we play the lotto. He had this feeling that my brother was pushing him to buy a lotto ticket. And he kept telling us, let's play lotto, we have to play lotto, Barry was there, this was a sign from heaven, we need to play lotto.
So do you know what numbers you want to play at?
The Zenitzes bought 16 tickets at $1 apiece. 16 different combinations of 6 million. Chance to win $90 million. Sam's overwhelming confidence slowly spread to the rest of the family.
When we went to buy the lottery ticket, there was a feeling of buying it to please my father. Then there was this other feeling that, well, maybe something might come, but you never know. Anything might.
Nobody knows that better than Sam Zenitzes. That evening, he made sure his entire family was gathered around, drawing the winning number.
Now, tonight's winning super lotto number. The first winning number is 46.
1946. The year Sam left the refuge after World War II.
Tonight's second winning number is 50.
The year Sam came to America.
The third winning number is 35.
No year Sam and Janice had put that.
Tonight's fourth winning number is 5.
Number of children in the Zenitzes family.
The fifth winning number for tonight is 30.
Daughter Denise is out.
And the sixth winning super lotto number to winner share $90 million is 15.
Son Barry's birthday. 5/15, 1850.
When we won, my dad smiled like an angel. It was as if he really was in the earth. He was so happy, and I've never seen him glow like that. Just an inner glow. This country is built on people doing the thing, the hard thing, the scary thing, the thing that makes us better. We fought the British. We threw tea in the harbor. We prayed. We spoke up for them and marched for our dreams. We haven't always gotten things right. We've actually been wrong a lot. But like California wine or Virginia wine, we've gotten better this time. Our best though? Well, that's still yet to
Excuse me.
That
Yeah, and apparently Neopets watches me still from time to time. I tuned into Customs yesterday or the day before or something. And Neopets was on and he was talking about me. And it seemed like he's been watching me recently. Never says anything in the chat. I think he's blocked. Not on my new channel yet, though.
As it turned out, the Zellingtons were not the only winners that night. 8 other people also hit the jackpot, making each ticket worth slightly more than $10 billion. Sam and his family will continue to receive annual payments of roughly $475,000 until the year 2011. Along in the memory of their son Barry, we have donated a significant portion of the proceeds to charity, a tradition they plan to uphold with each coming year. Next, a powerful homemade bomb demolishes a crowded school classroom, but not a single child is seriously injured. An extraordinary piece of luck, but keeps of divine intervention.
Yeah, I don't know where Colton Grundy's been. He was coming around for a little bit there a couple months ago.
They heard it everyone at the school.
Haven't seen him in a while.
One small room. His name was David Young. He was no stranger to Cookville, Ohio. Yet served briefly as a town policeman before he was fired from his cut. Young's resentment mushroomed into a full-blown messianic type.
Hope he's good and didn't get a damn DUI, right? Always driving drunk.
10 years ago, when David Young and his wife Doris stormed the elementary school in Cookville, Wyoming, such horrors were still fresh and incomprehensible. For the people of Cookville, it seemed only a miracle to save their life. Hey, listen. You're all part of a great revolution, but it began many years ago. Government and its schools have filled your mind with lies. David Young made it clear he was prepared to kill himself and everyone in the room. Read it. Virtually every child in Cookville, with the ages of 5 and 12, within his mercy. Among them, Melanie Chan, then 8 years old.
I didn't really realize what was happening because I remember when my friend's older brother, Kevin, he's older than Brian, he's like, well, we're being held hostage. And I remember Dad saying, well, what does hostage mean, you know? We were really young and we didn't realize what was happening.
When time comes, you will fully understand the plan I have for you. Now, so far, you've been pretty good. But if any of you tries to escape, we're going to have to shoot you.
David told the kids that he would shoot them in the legs so that they couldn't run away. He said, we don't want to hurt you, but if you try to run away, we will.
You? You the principal? Okay, you guys folks. You tell them like $2 million apiece for each of these kids. And you tell them the tension is gone up. If I get out and this wedge blows out, the school blows sky high. We're about half inch from death. News of the crisis flashed through Cookville and beyond. Police converged on the scene. Distraught parents confronted the sheriff, determined to take matters into their own hands. David Young was a veritable human fuse. One tug of his wrist destroyed the schoolroom and everyone else.
At one time, one of the children, Johnson, was the
President Washington from mom. And either Mr. Mitchell or Mr. Moore suggested that they put tape in an area about a 9-foot square on the floor, what they call the magic square, so that the youngsters would not stand inside that square and would not jostle things on. There was at one point, we did something shoot connected outside, and I'd say no.
At the time, Amy LaBerson was 10 years old.
I remember thinking like that, I watched and see, how many, this is, I'm not gonna be able to grow up, I'm not gonna be like that, or something. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. Maybe we don't want to work on this. Change make kids sick.
There are a lot of children getting ill from, growing up and so forth, in the smell of gasoline fumes. As the time went on, the kids got stronger.
They pray a lot of time. I know the same age and has sex with heights. To let something happen,
Many of those in the class believed that the prey heralded a coming miracle. First, David Young became agitated, appeared to lose confidence. Moments later, handed control of the bomb over to his wife, left the room. By then, the children had been immobile for nearly 2 hours. They were restless, irritable.
Could you please do something about the noise? It's quiet right now.
Eyewitnesses remember Doris like gesturing carelessly, even though one full swoop triggered a catastrophic explosion.
When I see that smoke coming out the windows, I expected to see this school go to million pieces.
'Blew up in smoking menthol cigs, really. Shrooms, what's up? You're still up, Shrooms, or did you just get up for work? I forgot you're 2 hours behind me. Insomnia, yeah. Two a.m. there, yeah. It's almost 4 here.
A few children still look for the smoke within seconds of the blast. Others were trapped in the classroom.
cleaning out the windows, right? There were flames, they were hot under that. And then you realize that I was on fire. I saw flames coming from front of my eye, on my right shoulder, and started to burn. So I dropped. And then, yeah. As I looked up, I could see all these little things just scurrying out into the hallway. All these kids were just stepping over me and slipping on me and jumping up. Out of nowhere, I felt big hands just pick me up, and I looked up and saw Mr. Moore and Jack Mitchell. And they were getting the fire off of me and picked me up and showed me the safety.
Champions, first injured children to area hospital. Some of those who emerged unharmed were taken home by their parents. No one knew how many youngsters had survived, how many might lay lifeless in the ash. Just inside the classroom, police found the body of Doris Leffler. David Logan also.
Why are you awake? I have no idea.
Research for victims' children. After another, Red turned the floor and home to joy. Not a single child had perished in the flames. It seemed that hope was the way.
There's many things that point to something happening, and higher power stepping in and helping this case.
At the very least, extraordinary run of luck helped the children survive. By staying outside the so-called magic school, they were away from the harm that had spread. With the doors and windows open, much of the bomb's force flew harmlessly out of the classroom. Then there was the harm itself. Raymond, sifted from the rubble, told the incredible story.
This, the fully intact plasma cap. This bomb didn't even take me dead. The potential of this explosive device could have and should have.
Oh, Blue's got a man. What?
School had a function the way it was supposed to.
Police learned that Young had built and exploded several bombs exactly like the one he brought before.
Blue's BFF. Who's Shrooms? Blue's BFF.
Become thoroughly soaked, rendering it a useless paste.
Best friends forever.
No reason, no explanation.
Have you heard from Picasso? No, I have not.
We shouldn't have been just become bodies.
The people of court came to their own conclusion about the improbable turn of events. Hostages must have been saved, modern day memory.
I just had this overwhelming feeling that Henry Potter was there, that he was watching everyone's. Me, I knew that he was pregnancy. And I knew that he would get it all right, and that we'd make it through it.
A few students were better, but seeing what they called a presence hovering above the room almost before the public eye. Some of the youngsters said that the mysterious presence actually directed them to move, device that may have helped save their lives.
I believe I was sent guardian angel to help people out like me. There were people that would come home before us and help us out.
Sheriff Deb Wilson said that outside the schoolroom, he too felt the touch of heavenly guidance.
There's literally people in my mind. What am I going to do? There's a man in here with a bomb. He wants to go and kill him. How am I going to handle it? And I know that without a shadow of a doubt, God in heaven will answer my prayers. A voice says to me, everything will be okay.
Grandfather described this ghostly air singed over the north wall of the classroom, most folks there still believe that only a divine miracle stood between themselves and unspeakable. Join me next time for another fascinating edition of Star Wars.
In St. Pete, Clearwater, more room and board, more fish and chicks. Look now and visit SPC.com. Looking for more from your next vacation? Come to St. Pete Clearwater, where you can rise and shine. Enjoy a few tips and dip. Discover arts and crafts. And wrap up with dinner and a show. In St. Pete Clearwater, find just what you're looking for. And then some. Look now and visit SBC.com.
What are you watching? Unsolved Mysteries.
Unsolved Mysteries.
Images took started this week as investigators continue to search for answers. Conspiracy buffs continue to push scenarios of military involvement, high-level fighting. What happened? TWA flight deeper. It was a young family's dream, turned into a nightmare, mostly turbulent and demonic. And a team of high-tech boosters who fight on what's behind the chaos. Don't miss this hair-raising tour or the house. From ancient Greece to TBZ, different exploits of fearless women warriors have captivated countless generations. But the North Amazon is more than just a lake. Recent discoveries in Russia that provide us surprising answers. In 1992, doctors told Candy Harper's family to prepare for the worst. But as she slipped into a coma, Candy says she was visited by an extraordinary vision of life. Vision about her doctor, Lincoln. John, these intriguing cases. Perhaps you be able to solve them tonight's unsolved. Mary told her father, Cleveland police detective, approached the attic, guns drawn, expecting a verdict. Sweetheart, take a look at this. The attic was a complete mess. Blankets pulled out, boxes of Christmas ornaments dumped, childhood trinkets broken. There was no sign of a human covering. The attic was supposed to be sealed tight with red vinyl.
The thought ran through my mind that no animal could possibly have done this kind of thing. But it wasn't profitable. At that point, I assumed that it was good because something was there that I didn't know about, and I didn't really care for that feeling at all.
Hints of something sinister in the house never stopped. Doorknobs turned in their own accord. Strange noises continued. Mary soon learned the house had a disturbing past. In the 1940s, previous owners had reportedly adopted a little boy. One day the child mysteriously vanished. Even now, no one knows what happened. Over the years, Mary couldn't help but suspect that boy might be connected to the home. One night, when her own son was almost the same age as a long-lost child, Mary says he let out a blood-curdling scream.
This was a very tormented type of cry. That's what I heard in his voice, was that horrible fear.
Mary had no idea what had so traumatized her son, so they visited his grandmother a few weeks later.
Thank you. Thank you.
The child was holding a religious picture of Saint Michael the Archangel with red hair taped on the cloak. Looking over the children's neck, the same devil who had seen in his bed. Working Mary's house became a ride of a sweeping roller. Actually, what we realized the orphans were not Mary's mother. Shortly after Mary's second child, developed a life-threatening case of jaundice. The condition required surgery. The night before the operation, Mary got down on her knees and prayed.
I'm grateful for all you have given me. And I'm much to my surprise, I was in there praying, I saw this beautiful white light kind of involved your whole inner being with the soothing, girl soothing, that everything will be all right.
Mary says the light was coming directly from the baby's room. Mary was astonished. All traces of jaundice seemed gone. The next morning, blood tests confirmed baby boy was killed.
I think it's just an unusual spirit in our house. I also think there's a guardian angel looking over us. I think that there's a
fatigue, moderate to severe Crohn's disease, or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible. Symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, and lasting remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible healing, the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Today.
Can I help you?
You just busted the water main.
Did you just think about a broken water main? Is there a bottle car from Mexico, Jacob?
So you know how to make everything better. That's why you.
Oh, that's the matter. No, why the water today?
Mexico.
When Mary's third son was 5, he had a different kind of encounter, the spirits of the house.
And he stared and blinked his eyes and stared again, and he still saw us.
During the next several years, the boy suffered severe stomach. Doctors couldn't find a cause or a cure. Eventually, like the man from Scripture, the pains just disappeared.
I think it's going to come down to just plain being honest, saying it's unexplainable. I say that the medication that I use for him can help ameliorate his symptoms and maybe it helps a little bit of the irritation there. But as far as being able to cure and curing it,
Mary and her husband considered moving many times, but they had invested a good deal of money and effort in the house. Didn't know it was leaking. Finally, in 1894, Mary discovered what she now believes even the house's uncertain history. Rumor had it that the little boy once lived and in fact died under mysterious circumstances and was actually buried somewhere in the
It just was creepy. I perhaps thought there might be a connection. In fact, it wasn't a might be, I was very convinced there probably was a connection.
Mary went to bed that, believing that the unhappy fate of the little boy had somehow tainted her house with evil.
I felt an electrical shock going through my whole body. The shocks were so strong that I felt as though I was welded in that bed. I thought I was going to die in there, but actually, because I couldn't escape it, and I didn't know if there were going to be more shocks. And then the radio started playing, which made it even worse, and made it more bizarre.
Downstairs, 20 seconds, then a teenager had just finished showering. He noticed the driver unexpectedly brought on by itself.
And I attributed the spirit, just in our home, was so angry that the pieces finally
when most people take a haunted house, they think of spirits of the dead. But in most cases, houses that are haunted genuinely appear to be haunted by some kind of force.
Dr. Andrew Nichols is a parapsychologist, a ghostbuster who hunts unexplained phenomena with the latest in technology. At the request of Unsolved Mysteries, Dr. Nichols, his colleague Russ McCarthy, and another well-known parapsychologist, Dr. William Rowe, investigated Mary's home.
We conducted a series of energy field scans throughout the house to try to establish a baseline energy field reading, electromagnetic, electric, magnetic fields, microwave fields, to try to determine if there are any unusual energy fields present in the house.
In one of the bedrooms, parapsychologists found an unusually strong electromagnetic field surrounding a dresser left behind by a previous owner.
One of the suggestions that I made to the family was that they remove the dresser at least from the bedroom, preferably from the house temporarily, and see if it has an effect on haunted experience. In many cases, we find that that's the case. If a person has acquired a piece of it, and suddenly haunting phenomena starts up, it may be actually associated with that piece of furniture.
The parapsychologist found even stronger readings in the basement, where an abandoned well ran down 120 feet to underground depth.
We find many houses that are haunted are located over sources of water.
I mean, Reese's peanut butter cups.
People ask us frequently, ghosts, and the answer is yes, there's no question that people experience ghosts. But what are they? Are they actually spirits of the dead? Are they some type of entity from recognition? Or are they some strange artifact? Unfortunately, those are questions which for now remain an unsolved mystery.
Coming up, did a missile cause the tragedy of CW-828 could the U.S. Navy be involved? Especially at one controversy that refuses to go away. But first, an undercover drug operation goes bad. The federal agent is found out. I'd like to propose a toast. Richard Travis. June 30th, 1994 was a red letter day for drug enforcement agent Richard Travis.
Please try to work all the day.
What they know with 8 years of dangerous undercover work, trying to deal with the truth. Practicing committed and illustrated position. Absence from Michael Colorado.
I think Richard was in a position where he was ready to advance his career. This is really a positive stepping stone in an agent's career.
It's something they really count on.
Folks are sure those cover what I need. Medicine, groceries, it's what I call.
This is money that people have earned, and the country has kept that promise for 90 years. I hear Social Security may run short of funding in a few years. AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you earn. Join us.
It's 4:20. It's 4:21.
We're gonna miss you, buddy. Thank you, boss. The lunch celebration ended at 2 p.m. Richard Fast had one last piece of unfinished business. Late that afternoon, agents Fast and Pelonero drove to an automotive repair shop just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. They were posing as drug buyers and carrying $160,000 in cash. It was Richard Fast's last undercover assignment. The previous day, he had set up a deal with this man, Augustine Vasquez Mendoza. Mendoza had agreed to sell him 22 pounds of methamphetamine or speed. Mendoza was known to agents Fast and Pelonero as Fernando. 6:25 p.m. Pelonero stays in the truck while Fast enters the garage. The man in the dark blue shirt is a confidential police informant. The other man is Juan Vasquez, an associate of Fernando. Fernando himself is not there. The information proceeds as expected. Vasquez wants to see the cash. In the front of the garage, 2 male men. On the left, second police informant. On the right, man named Rafael Rubio, another associate of Fernando. Who's this?
He looked into the duffel bag and didn't touch it or anything, but apparently he was satisfied that there was in fact $160,000 there. Yeah, the idea.
6:30. Vasquez apparently calls Fernando to confirm that the buy is good. Don't push that side as your agent Pelonero repositions the truck. 6:32. Pelonero puts back up Venus on the list. The deal is going down. 6:35. A double cross. Vasquez and Rubio want the drugs and the cash.
Richard told the individual that you wanted the money, but you didn't have to do this. You have kids, you have family, and you were just doing this for profit. And he didn't have to do anything wrong with anything he wanted, he could have. To handcuff Richard and the 2 informants. I believe that Richard saw death staring him in the face and he reacted.
Rubio has been shot once. He and Vasquez flee in opposite directions.
It's very chaotic at that point. But when I saw the vehicle leaving, I ran. I missed it. I was on the radio all this time, and I put out a message that that vehicle needs to stop.
The backup units will pursue the suspects. Pelonero rushes inside. Richard Fast has shot 5 times at point blank range. He will be dead within an hour. 6:41. Drug enforcement agents high-speed pursuit of Rubio.
He fled. in the vehicle. It was rush hour traffic, he was both sides, weaving in and out of traffic, and he was making every attempt possible to avoid being captured.
6:45 p.m.
I think I'm starting to get tired, y'all.
A few hundred feet from the crime scene. $6:52. 3 miles away. Agents close around with you. By 7:15, it's all over. Later, Raphael Rubio and Juan Vestry booked on charges of first degree murder. They're both convicted, sentenced to life in prison. However, Augustin Vasquez Mendoza is still on the run. He was also been charged with first degree murder. Authorities believe he masterminded the
Robbery was their motive from the very outset. I don't think that there was ever any intent to do a dope deal with us, that they knew that the money was outside. Apparently, these people did not want to do it. They had a plan, and no matter what Richard did or said, was going to deviate them. And at that particular point in time, I believe that Richard realized that he had to do something to protect not only his life, but the life of other people as well.
Richard Fast died a hero's death at the age of 37. He was honored with the DEA's Award of Honor. He left behind a wife and 4 children.
I lost my best friend. And it's good. Richard will always be in my heart, and nothing can ever take those memories and him away from me. But our main intention now is to see this fugitive that's out there.
Next, every year, millions of fans thrill to the beats of Tia the Warrior Princess. But did a legendary race Amazon win ever truly exist?
Water's running smoothly, the train's slow. Welcome. Yeah, just see what's go for you. Video credit for the road credit.
Did we get the TV on?
Right.
Get some sleep. I want to go out for another smoke. Do a sleep stream? Oh no.
legend of the Amazons did not originate in South America, but in ancient Greece. The historian Herodotus first immortalized their mythic deeds in the 5th century BC. Rumor had it Amazons were so warlike that they could not marry until they had first killed an enemy in battle. Even their name had also an implication. In Greek, Amazon apparently meant without one breast. The women supposedly cut away their own flesh to make it easier to shoot or whatever.
The Greeks used the Amazons as the antithesis of what a Greek woman should be. The Greek woman should stay at home, take care of the kids, take care of the house, and the Amazon went out and fought the Greeks, and so therefore she got what was coming to her when she was killed.
For centuries, people assumed the tales of wild Amazon warriors were merely fiction, an ancient myth created to enhance the glory of Greece. Now, 2,500 years later, archaeological digs on the windswept Russian steppes reveal a long-buried secret. A tribe of nomadic women warriors, perhaps real-life Amazons, once ruled these desolate plains.
The goal is to determine any specific ethnicity from these particular tribes. They're either European, but there may be subtle differences there also.
Gillian Davis King, a team of American and Russian archaeologists, has spent 4 years excavating Iron Age burial mounds in southern Russia that date from the time of Herodotus' writings. Traditional scholars believe early nomads were male-dominated tribes. The men were the leaders, the warriors, the priests. But these graves tell a new story.
We never think of women in the context of a nomadic society. It's not ever been interpreted from that point of view. So here we are out on the steppes, we're excavating nomads, early nomads, and suddenly we have women with weapons. Women who are actually controlling wealth because of the wealth in their burials. We have a different concept entirely of what we think of nomads.
The burial mounds contain the graves of both men and women. Perhaps the most intriguing remains are those of a young girl, no more than 14 years old. She was only as tall as an average woman today, but the artifacts buried with her prove she was no ordinary teenager.
She had a quiver by her side that had a lot of bronze arrowheads in it. She had a dagger on the other side, and then there was this large boar's tusk that was drilled that was probably suspended around her waist from the cord.
Another woman was found with a bronze arrowhead still embedded in her body cavity, a sign that she likely died in battle. But these women were more than warriors. The wide variety of ritual artifacts found in the grave showed a society where the power of a woman was often greater than that of a man. The graves of the male nomads also revealed surprises.
We had a lesser variety of statuses among the male population than among the female population. There's guys that fight, and there's guys that don't. And we even have males that have a child buried with them. And this is extremely unusual because we have no females with a child buried with them.
But who were these warriors? Are they the archetypes for the Amazons? Their matriarchal culture is gone, overrun 2,000 years ago by invading Mongols, Huns, and Visigoths. Today, only their bones bear witness.
Scientifically proven that there were women warriors, number one. Number two, we also now realize that women have not always been at the bottom of the pit and can control their own lives and be like a woman warrior.
The legend of the Amazon still echoes. In South America, the majestic Amazon River is named after. In the United States, California takes its name from an Amazon queen, Caliph. And on television, mythic power of warrior women continues to fascinate the world. discovery in Russia is an definitive proof that exiles were real. It does raise tantalizing possibility. Who knows what the next excavation will reveal? Perhaps someday archaeologists will discover evidence of other ancient faith. The true root of Ulysses' arts, calcified bones in the cycle, shattered marble columns of offs and evils. When we return, woman on the brink of death, extraordinary vision, breathtaking recovery that her doctor says can only be a miracle. And later, ever since the crash of TWA fighting, the investigation has been shadowed by the sturdy rumors of conspiracy, government cover. According to all the medical literature, Candy Bailey Horner should have died in 1992. She is convinced she is alive today because her sister Roxy reached out to save her life. If so, it's nothing less than amazing. Roxy had been dead 13 years. In October of 1992, Candy Horner was fighting a critical run, an 8-year battle against leukemia. Battle no one expected her to win. Please, don't give up.
Every day I felt I was getting worse, but I didn't really know if I was gonna make it or not. When I started studying, I thought about Roxy. I thought about seeing her in her hospital bed. Thought about what mom and dad didn't have to go through this again. I thought a lot about that.
Lease a new 2025 Audi A5 Premium for $499 a month during the season of Audi.
Candy and Roxy were the two oldest in a family of 6 children. They were the only girl, born just 13 months apart. They and their 4 brothers grew up in a small farming community in Illinois. Like most youngsters, the sisters all fought as much as they played. But by the time they were both adults, Candy and Roxy had formed a deep and permanent bond.
Thank you so much. Roxy and I got real close. Well, she became mother first, and then I did. So I asked her for advice, and she gave it to me.
we started getting along really, really well.
Then on February 27th, 1979, Roxy was rushed to the hospital. Roxy had suffered serious head injuries after being thrown from a jeep. She was awake and talking. Her condition was critical. By the time Candy arrived, Roxy had slipped into a coma.
I thought that she would be fine. I thought she would wake up and we'd go home and everything would be fine. That's what I thought.
All right, I think I'm going to bed. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Candy never knew whether Roxy heard her words. 2 days later, Roxy died. She was 20.
Hold on, let me catch up on the chat real quick.
It was really hard. For a long time, I still thought she was just gone for a while. She'd be back. It took a long time for me to realize that she was really young.
No, it's still dark out here.
Candy herself was lying in a hospital, desperately ill. After 7 years in remission, her cancer had revived, or virulent than ever. The only hope was a bone marrow transplant. At first, the transplant seemed to be a success, but 5 days later, Candy's body began to shut down. Her liver failed. She started sinking into a coma. Her family had been very dedicated to supporting her. Praying for her. But there came a time when I felt that I needed to prepare them for the possible death. What Candy needed was a miracle, and she believed she had one. At some point during her ordeal, Candy says she felt a gentle touch upon her hand.
Yeah, all right, then I'll talk to you tomorrow.